What's the Not Your Finest Hour podcast? What is that all? I mean, I've heard stories.
Not Our Finest Hour podcast. I'll have to check out one of these days when I get a minute to listen to it. I've been told it's not for everyone. Just the general reviews I hear on it. It has been getting really good reviews.
And I've never personally listened to it, but I have heard it's not for everyone.
I listened to the Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Just great podcast. I've really enjoyed that.
I'm not endorsing anything, but what Caleb told me, he said, don't endorse anything unless you listen to it first.
I do once in a while listen in, and it's a lot of fun, but I do got to be careful. It is not for everyone.
Caleb Allman is always dropping nugs that it's one of the most value-added shows out there.
Of course, through all the Not Our Finest Hour, you guys poking fun at so much different stuff is absolutely killer.
I don't feel any oppression tonight. In fact, I feel very free. Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Thanks for being here.
I'm Interlock in, and I wouldn't fucking miss the Not Our Finest Hour podcast for nothing.
Welcome to the beginning of the Not 2 Hour podcast, because Chad's a sucky baby and tired. If you want to do this for a living, you got to be a man. If you want to record podcasts and not get paid, got to be a man.
Well, I think the whole idea of it is that since we're not getting paid, we don't have to bring our A game every week, and this might not be the A game.
Did Jack ask you to price Hydro Seed in Coburg for me?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Did Jack ask you to price Hydro Seed in Coburg for me?
No. Should he have? He knows my numbers anyway.
I'm going to say Chad said he would do the Hydro Seed. He would do the Hydro Seed in Coburg. Not that far. One day.
Is it not cheaper for the guys to do it out there?
I don't know. The guy we usually use says he won't go there. It's out of his zone.
Coburg? We can go anywhere, I guess, but out of his zone.
He said it's out of his zone. I'll call someone else. I'm like, wouldn't it be better to just call Chad then? I don't want some undescript person I don't know spraying Hydro Seed.
Well, now it's out of my zone.
Oh, it's 255 meters squared.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You definitely don't want me out there for 255 meters square.
Why?
Because that's smaller than one load. Like, that's a fifth of a load.
How much do you want for it?
I don't think
negotiation. I like it.
I don't know. I gotta get to get out there $5,000 probably for the day.
That's fine. I don't care. It's a budget. Someone's gonna get the $5,000 to do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same minimum for everyone. You're saying you don't want five. If you don't want 5,000 this season, that's not my fault.
I would love $5,000 this season. I think you can get it done more cost effectively than that.
Like 3,500?
By almost anyone.
but by what? Like 3,500?
No, that should be a site minimum job.
How much is a site minimum job?
It depends on the contractor.
Well, how much is your site minimum?
My site minimum is $1,800. But
Jack says your number sounds about perfect. He's going to carry it.
okay, great. Jack has been walking a razor wire between us and the next low bid on some jobs down here. Like, we're talking like $50 on like $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Things are tight down here.
We got smoked on one by like 140 grand.
Ooh. Yeah, but it's almost better to be out 140 grand than it is to be out $5,000.
Yeah. I know the guy that got the job, so I called him. I said, bro, just so you know, you were $140,000 lower than me, and we're usually really competitive.
Yikes. He needs a
He was
jack.
he was like, fuck. I was like, I'm not saying that you guys fuck the pooch here, but like, if you were 20 grand lower than me on 380, I'd be like, yeah, I see it. No problem. Like, maybe his overhead's different. Maybe he wants the work. There's a million reasons to be 20K lower. But 140K is like half the job.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. We had there's this job that I really wanted in town for a fire hall. that went up. Nice job, probably, I don't know, 150 grand or something like that. Can't remember. We didn't get it. We saw the competition in town dragging their arse on the job for the past couple months, right? And yesterday was sod day on the job. It was plus 32 degrees here yesterday. Blazing sun driving by. I don't see a water truck there anywhere. Should be interesting. Palace sod sitting in the sun all day. Guys dragging their arse, putting it down. At about 2:30, I get a call. Hi, we're looking for a water truck. Wondering if you have a water truck available to come out and water some sod. Didn't respond. Get a text message 10 minutes later. Same thing. Didn't respond. The guy calls back about an hour later. I'm like, thinking of all the mean things I could say to this guy about why we're not going to water the sod. Answer the phone. Seems like a nice kid. The name is Benjamin or something like that. He sounded soft, like really soft. And he's like, do you have a water truck that we could use on this job? I'm like, no, we bid that job. We're not interested in watering for you. He's like, oh, so anytime we do work in Cornwall, you're not interested in working with us? I said, I don't want you working in Cornwall. I'm like, sorry, dude. Like, I can't help you out here. Good luck with the sod. And that was it.
Damn.
And I don't know. I haven't seen the sod today. I don't know if it's brown or not.
So he called you and you said, I'm not helping you because you bid against me.
Yeah,
Where's he from?
they're from Ottawa.
So what if you went to Ottawa, would you expect him to help you?
No, absolutely not. I would have my ducks in a row and have my own sod watered or find someone else.
Who lays sod without a plan?
These guys apparently,
Are they new?
they've been pulling the rug out from under us for the last 3 years now.
Ooh.
So,
So do you know how much they beat you by at this fire hall?
no, no.
Oh, you should have said, what was your price at the fire hall for the whole job? And if he said 157 and you said, oh, well, my price was 167, so it's 10 grand for the water truck, bitch.
No. I don't know what I doubt he would know the guy either. He's probably just a site super or whatever.
Oh, he's not the owner of the company?
No, no, no. Well, not that I know of. Maybe he was, but I I doubt. I think it was a misstep. Someone ordered the sod but didn't order the water truck. It's a fire hall. Do you not expect them to have like monster hoses and shit there?
Like, why wouldn't they just crack a hydrant at that point?
I don't know. I don't think you can. Ever since that whole Walkerton thing, you can't just crack a hydrant anywhere you want.
Well, you can, and water will come out of them, 100%.
Yes, but not legally.
No,
There's
I didn't say
huge liability for
so
cracking.
in the statement, I didn't say they should legally crack a hydrant. I said crack a hydrant.
Yeah.
There was no mention of the legality of cracking a hydrant. It was just, I literally just said crack a like if all the sod's gonna die, crack a hydrant. Because in a previous life, when I might have gone around cracking hydrants to get water for another guy, I know that like in Brampton, this is like 25 years ago though. This is a long time ago. I know that they can sense the water pressure drop in the system when you crack the hydrant, and you have about 15 minutes before they show up.
Or they show up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you got to get as much water as you can in 12 minutes, close that hydrant, load your hose, and get the fuck out of there. I used to time it.
You can time it.
I did. I was, told very explicitly, get water from any hydrant you want, but don't get fucking caught. Those were my instructions back in the day. So I'm just saying you could have cracked the hydrant. The fire hall must have water. It's
Yeah.
a fucking fire hall.
Not my
Don't
problem. This is
Did the guy seem disappointed when you said, I'm not helping you, bro? I don't care about your problems?
he sounded disappointed just to be calling me in general. He didn't want to have the confrontation that I was prepared to have on the phone.
Why would he even know it was a confrontation?
He wouldn't know who I am, right?
Unless it was the owner.
Yeah, I doubt he would know. He wouldn't know me from Adam or whatever.
Well,
Like,
the owner would because he probably listens to this podcast.
well, maybe he does. Sorry, Ben. I hope I wasn't rude to you.
You were extremely rude to Ben, and he probably deserved it.
No, I was actually, I said, sorry, I can't help you out, Ben. I
And
just
he said,
can't
"My
water
name
the
is."
Can you water the competition sod, please?
Do you even have a water truck?
That's beside the point. No, my water tank is fixed. But
Do you do you even have a functioning water truck? Like it's
I could throw something together, or I could have given him numbers of people who he could call. You know,
You
I know who
wouldn't
to call to get water.
you wouldn't try to charge like a lot for it and just get some money out
No,
of them? No?
no.
what are the
What if they
chances
don't
of you
pay?
getting
What if
paid for that?
what's
Uh,
Yeah, I doubt. I don't even know if they pay their bills, right?
right.
Like, I'm not going to step in it, help them, and then get fucked on the back end by not.
Right.
So I just rather jump over the whole problem.
Or just bid lower next time?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we could have been low, and the GC could have shopped us after the fact. You know, that happens too.
Yeah, maybe the GC loves that guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Have you
doubt
ever
it.
worked for that GC before?
We've worked for them once before.
How did it go?
It was okay. We did a lot of uh extra management on our side of things to make sure it went okay.
We started a job and so like obviously we bid subgrade up, right? Like we don't bid any subgrade work. The subgrade is the subgrade. We bid from building up from subgrade to finish grade or from finish grade down to subgrade. I'm assuming you bid similarly, Chad.
Sorry, I this fucking email. This GC wants me to come and do a bunch of reinstatements, or they're gonna back charge us for work that's not done.
What?
Yeah, they threatened to back charge us for work that's not done. Needs to be done by the mid next week. I almost called the guy and yelled at him.
What
If you
is it?
ever fucking threaten to back charge me again, I'll kick your ass. I will show up on site and kick the shit out of you.
What does he want to backcharge you for?
For extras that aren't done. T&M extras that aren't done. He said they have to be done by the 25th or else he's going to back charge us for them. I don't even know how you can do that.
But it's T&M extras. Get
Yeah,
someone
I
else to
know.
do it.
I know it's ignorant as shit. That's why I was going to be ignorant back. But
Is it the same guy that asked you to mark out the bollards?
no, different GC, different company, different city.
Oh, okay.
So this guy, did you sign contractual T&M
No,
work or they
no, no,
asked you to do some T&M
no.
work?
He's like, it needs to be done by next Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was. I'm like, you need unit rates or you need time rates. And he goes, well, yeah. He's like dancing around. I'm like, no, no, these have to be approved before we start anything. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's beside the point.
No, it isn't. What do they want you to do?
Uh, they said some sod sunk, so it's either my 4 inches of topsoil sunk or they're 4 feet of backfill sunk. You tell me what's more likely.
How much
Uh,
oh, we talked about this before.
yeah, and there's also salt damage along the sidewalks, which is not my fault. They want that topsoil and seeded again outside of my scope. And there was some sod. They wanted an area sodded that wasn't on the drawing last year. So that needs to be peeled and resodded. Not my fault that it wasn't done. So I'm going to write a strongly worded email this evening and put them back in their place and say we'll get there when we get there.
No, I don't. Why are they worried about the timing on these sod repairs? They trying to get their hold back or something?
Yeah, it's substantial completion by June 25th or something.
And they won't substantially complete a building because there's salt damage on the sod.
No, it's a street.
Like it's a road.
Yeah. Yeah, civil repairs and stuff. From I don't know what they did. They put a new sidewalk in and some other stuff.
What does salt damage have to do with substantial completion?
I don't know. It's extra things they want repaired after the fact. But this, I don't know why it's falling into this substantial completion.
None of that seems well. The hole could fall into substantial completion if the divot is big enough to be a tripping hazard.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Sounds
Salt
like
damage,
someone else. It,
salt damage doesn't seem like well.
salt
There
doesn't make holes, so
you put 4 inches of soil down. Well, so we had a similar thing. Did we talk about this already? We had a similar thing going on with the pavers on a
yeah,
paver job. Yeah,
more
where
like
they've sunk like 30 millimeters. I'm like, well, we put in like 40 mil of HPB, so I seriously doubt it sunk 30 millimeters in our 40 millimeters of HPB. Like,
did they have compaction testing before you started?
not, I don't know. We didn't do that part of it. We literally just
Yeah,
screeded and laid the pavers. So
that's
I'm
someone
like,
else's problem. Yeah.
that's someone. I'm not. Don't call me. Call someone else. Not my fucking problem. We have one job where there's this triangle. We call it the triangle, and it's a triangle of sod. And an engineer told our staff to grade it a very certain way. And our staff told him it's not going to drain. The water's going to sit there. And he said, this is the way you grade sod. This is the way it gets done. I'm the engineer. Fuck you. So we graded it that way. Then the triangle held water. We might have discussed this triangle before with the irrigation that never shut off.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah. So the triangle in the fall, we went and threw top dressing in the triangle. Um, to try and get, to add a little height to it, have the sod grow, and the triangle flourished. But this spring, the triangle was wet again, and so they asked us to address it, and I wasn't at the meeting. I think Jack kind of ignored them, and then they brought out the deficiency list for everybody, and for some reason, the triangle ended up on the civil guy's deficiency and he's like,
Triangle.
the triangle. I'm like, oh God, the fucking triangle. Yeah, I know it. He's like, it ended up on the other guy's deficiency list, the civil
Right.
guy.
Right.
Perfect. Fuck that guy. He was a dick. He can fix the fucking triangle. I guess they got tired of asking. Because now that I don't know if the triangle sunk, but I'm like, hey, we only put 4 inches of soil here, so I don't know how much of it is our responsibility. Contracting. So we're doing a job where we're digging the gardens for subgrade chat,
Yeah.
but that's not our problem, right? Like that's an extra.
An extra.
We don't we don't excavate to subgrade. We build from subgrade up.
Correct. Yeah.
Like when you bid a job, you don't bid to excavate
No,
to
no,
subgrade.
of course not. No, that's civil.
Civil. So there you go. So I get to the job. I'm looking at this job, and essentially someone built a parking lot and then must have dumped like all the fill from the parking lot in this front of this boulevard and then built these big berms. I start looking at the drawing, and we have an allowed extra of like $1,000 excavated and removed soil per load or something, which isn't even that great. But when Jack did it, we thought we were going to dig out, I don't know, 2 or 3 tracks of loads for the flower bed. So it's like, whatever, who cares? Like, let's just dig them out, put it in. It's good. But slowly concluded that there was the curb height, then it went up 4 feet, and then it went down on a like 1-to-1 slope to the fucking thing. The drawing is like a 4-to-1 slope or something. And I'm like, okay. So I started looking at it, and we're removing this. So we're cutting the grade down now and digging the flower because you can't even dig the gardens and the River Rock area because you have to like you're digging it and then it's like a 3-foot wall of soil because it's so like we're digging it and I started like looking at it and just doing a visual calculation and I said I'm almost positive we need to remove 50 or 60 loads of soil here
Yikes.
to get it to grade. So the garden and the flower bed contract was worth like I don't know, somewhere around 50 grand. So I called the dude we're working for and said, yo, bro, like we need to remove like 50 loads of soil here to get this to get this to subgrade. He was like, oh. I said, just so you know, like we have an open PO for $1,000 a load. So
Cha-ching.
I think potentially you might want to have a site meeting with someone because I'm not doing this until someone tells me that I'm going to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
Because and then we're at all these different site meetings about this item, and everyone's getting mad at me. I'm like, listen, I just inherited this. I didn't create it. I didn't dump the soil here. I don't. At one point, the owner's representative said, well, all this soil came from when we dug the parking lot in the back and we put it here. I said, well, can I take it back to the back now?
And who's
said,
going
no.
to pay me to take it back there?
Well, even then, that would be substantially cheaper to move it on site, right? To the
Yeah.
back.
Of course, yeah.
I
But it's
said,
still a cost.
well, he's like, well, there's no room there. I'm like, great. So where do you want, like, so the last guy ran into this problem and you said, move the soil here. What do you have left for me to move the soil to?
Yeah, what other spot? Where's the third parking lot that I can put this in for now?
And then one of these people, because you're at these meetings, said, I have a place to take the soil that's a half an hour away. I said, great. Give me the address. Yeah, they need a ton. They need a ton of it there. So Christy goes. She calls me. She's like, hey, every road to get to this place is a permanent half load road.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, good. Perfect. She's like, I'm going to run this one. She gets in there. That she can't, of course, she can't find the guy who, like, what it's like showing up some random construction site.
Yeah.
Can't find the guy. Finally finds the guy. The guy says, what do you got? She's like, this dirt fill gravel mix that was in this hill. He's like, you got the testing? No.
Huh.
I don't know if we want it here.
Yeah.
Like, okay. He's like, oh, also, by the way, like they bust almost every truck that comes in here with a full load. So you're lucky that you got through.
Wow.
And she calls me. I'm like, we are absolutely never going back to this place.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
The best part was we have the E20 there because obviously we take it everywhere. The guy says to me, dude, you might want to bring a beggar excavator. I go, bro, I was digging fucking flower beds, like not excavating 50 fucking loads and creating subgrade.
Yeah.
I have a bigger excavator.
What did you have? The E20? What did you have?
I had the E20 there. But we're digging 3 feet wide, 18 inches down. It's also very forgiving if you're, there's private buried low stuff. And like, it's a great machine for what we were doing. It's not great for moving 50 loads of fucking soil. like, oh, you're going to be here for weeks. I'm like, no, I don't have time for this, man. This is going to be a 4-day job. Like, anyways.
Great.
Contracting 2025, man.
I went to a in-person consultation this morning, just before going to the job site, and this guy's dad came out on the top deck and asked, "Hey, while you're here, can you bring some soil bags down from my vehicle before you go?"
Like today?
Today, yeah. And I'm like, no, sorry, I gotta get to a job site right after this. And he goes, he's like, but I really need it. Like, can you do it? And I'm like, well, how many bags is it? 25. And the guy,
I've been to like a lot of consultations. No one's asked me to do some physical labor while I'm measuring out their patio. So did you move the bags of soil?
No, absolutely not. I said, no, I can't do that. And the guy I'm doing the consultation for, he's like, oh man, this is awkward. He's trying to say like, Dad, I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I got it. But this guy doesn't look like he does any physical labor either. So he's.
How old was the father?
Oh, he was old. I don't know how old he was.
Why why did he think that you would want to move his bags of soil?
I have no idea.
Or
I
feel some kind of personal responsibility towards
Yeah,
it?
I have no idea. He's like, once you're done with whatever you're doing down there, can you go help me with some soil?
That would be a hard no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that dude. How much are you paying to move these bags of soil? He might have given you a glass of lemonade.
He did offer to pay, but I was like, there's what you're thinking this is worth in terms of my time is not what I'm thinking. Go get the neighbor kid to help you move these bags.
How far? What was it, down a set of stairs or something?
Oh yeah, it was a good slope down into the backyard because I'm quoting about like 15 steps going down the side of the hill and a patio and a walkway. So yeah, it would have been a good distance.
What did the guy's son say? I don't expect you to move his bags of soil.
No, he didn't say that.
Did he want you to move the bags of soil?
I have no idea. He eventually said, "Dad, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it." And then
Did you
he
have a
said, "Oh,
wheelbarrow
this
with
is
you?
awkward," because the dad kept on pressing. No, no, no. Whenever you're done, it doesn't need to be right now, but whenever you're done, whatever you're doing down there, I just got 25 bags of soil in the back of my car to move.
He needs that. What's that handyman service? That app? They'll come and do whatever you need done. There was some app that used to do that.
I don't know.
I can't remember exactly what it was called, but you could like say like, "Come clean my windows," or come. There's some app for that.
Wasn't it called Handy?
Maybe
Yeah.
we talked about it once. I think
Hmm.
that's why I remember it. Chad's viciously emailing back this guy
Yeah,
who's
I'm trying
threatening
to just pull rates for laborers and everything out of my ass. Like, how do you do this? It's out of town, so we have to make our rates, but they're also paying travel time because I'm not going up there for free. I don't know. This is all going to be a very muddy situation.
Are they saying this is any of this is your responsibility, or they're acknowledging none of this is your responsibility?
They're like, well, you have to come to do some brick repairs, or like there's sod missing. Said, well, as of last year, all the sod was there, and you paid us for the sod that was down. So you figure it out. Um,
Have you ever worked for this GC before?
yeah, in town. There's this new guy. He's got some stick up his arse or something.
Like a new project manager?
Yeah.
Hmm, I feel that.
150. What's a water truck worth? Should ask the guys from my competition. 150 bucks an hour?
I don't know. Sure. Well, I don't like a Slinger truck's 180 bucks an hour.
180?
I can look it up. The
Didn't you
guy
sub
from
out the a water truck for like 85 an hour?
Mine? Years ago.
No, I thought you contracted somebody with a water truck recently.
Yeah, that was on top of the rate. It was like 800 buy-in and then 80 bucks an hour or something like that.
Okay.
So,
The membership discount.
yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know.
There's a guy who has his water truck rates posted.
So
I can look it up.
what's topsoil worth a yard? 60 bucks. We'll say 60 bucks a yard.
Delivered?
I'll say 50 bucks a yard. No, 60 is good. No,
So
just
this
raw
guy,
topsoil a yard.
the guy from ANG, the road cleaners, has all his pricing online. So his minimum for a water truck is 500.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's like for 4 hours or something. This shop that this guy's got on Instagram is fucking sick. I should make a shop like this. My favorite thing about this dude is no one bitches more about the hourly rates that dump trucks get on Instagram than this guy. And he's advertising them for 105. I feel like, dude, you should advertise them higher. So you need to charge a minimum of 500 for your water truck, Chad.
I said 5 hour minimum per visit. I'm hoping they just say, "Oh, we'll get the homeowners to water it." Do you want me to read my email to you?
Yeah.
Hi, blank. The lady at 327 got a bunch of plants from us last year that she didn't plant and instead wheeled to her backyard. I'm not exactly sure what else you'd like us to deliver, but I'm happy to oblige once we know. We also built up her planter with additional timber, for which she paid, and provided the labor free of charge. I don't know what more she wants from us. The remainder of the sod work was okay last season, so I don't know how errors can be missing, but we'll take care of them while we're there at the T&M rates listed below. Landscape foreman 75. Do you want to say the rates?
If you
75
want.
bucks an hour for the foreman, 65 for labor, 65 on the meter for an excavator, 95 for hauling, 115 hour watering sod, topsoil $60 a yard, sod $76 a meter.
How much is your when is your truck gonna be ready?
Ready? I just have to license it tomorrow.
Hmm.
And see what kind of grief they give me whenever I go to license it. How much, what should a tandem be rated at for weight? 60,000 pound total CVWR?
What's that? Like they don't do it by pounds, right? They do it
No,
by
they do it by kilos, but that's divided by 2.2, right? Or times 2.2. 60,000 pounds divided by 2.2 is 20, just over 2,700 kilos or 27,000 kilos.
our I know Cody's truck weighs like 13 and it's good for 12 ton. That's 25.
Yeah. So 60,000 pounds.
But if
Back
you
it
want to
up.
put it, but if you want to put a trailer behind it and tow with it, then you need to put that weight on the
Oh, yeah.
truck too, right?
I'm gonna wing it
Otherwise,
tomorrow. Find it.
it'll be illegal.
Yeah.
That's why one of like I think it's Andrew's truck is registered for almost 100,000. Because if the truck's fully loaded, it's good for 36.5, and then it's a 30-ton trailer, 30-ton tag.
Wow.
So it's almost 100,000 or something. Yeah. Well, it's 66. I think it's rated for 66 tons or whatever it is or something. I don't know. It's really heavy. The sticker is unbelievably expensive. Because when we bought Christie's truck, we only registered it for 36.5 because I was like, fuck this. We never drive around with the truck fully loaded, towing the trailer anyways. Why are we doing this?
I've been doing it.
Like I don't remember any time we loaded the truck like with 22 ton and then fucking put two machines on the back and drove down the road.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've never done that. I can't imagine something like maybe you would do that. I don't know.
We are we used to load the tandem full and then like a load of topsoil and then take the shovel out on the float. But I think we were well, I mean it doesn't matter now because tandems are gone, the old ones. So just have to get this one weighed accordingly. And they have no clue at Service Ontario. So they'll put whatever you tell them to.
Well, they can put whatever you tell them to.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they can put whatever you tell them to.
Does the truck start to work right away, Chad? Friday?
Um yeah, it will go out Friday. Well, it depends how this little email I just sent went. But yeah, it should go out Friday. It's gonna have to. It's gotta earn its keep. I've had a lot of old clients reach out this week for more work.
Nice.
Like within the last 2 days, it's been like 5 old clients want more stuff done.
Like residential clients?
Yeah, yeah. So maybe things are turning around this season. And I'm just gobbling it all up, right? Like, yeah, I'll come and see your job. Yeah, I'll come and see your job. Can't wait. I'll be there. Can't wait. And I'm just trying to put stuff back on the board. So
The residential list is running low.
the residential list was low. It's filling back up there now. And then with this monster topsoil job that we just got, that's we're over full again. But there's no other way I like it.
That monster topsoil is the one with the bridge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, that should be a nice one. We got 2 different prices for topsoil. One, they're like 25 bucks a yard. No, I don't know about where you guys are, but they weigh it by the ton here.
We did a job in the job in Peterborough that we bought all the soil by the ton. I'm like, who the fuck
Yeah.
sells soil
I'm
by the
like, this is
ton?
the
But
stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Like, wouldn't you just measure out the size of the bucket and then a full bucket is however many yards? They're like, well, it depends if it's wet or not. Yeah, it shouldn't depend whether it's wet or dry. Topsoil is topsoil. So, yeah, we got a price for $25 a ton. And then, like, so if you're doing topsoil on a rain day, you're paying exponentially more money for your topsoil when it's a little wet.
Yeah.
We turned around and called another company and they're like, oh, yeah, 18 bucks a yard. Okay, great. That's a $7 difference in topsoil prices. Who wants to
that's
make
crazy.
$18,000 in a matter of, I don't know, 6 days plus
There's a
trucking?
fucking art. There's an argument that they should have a big fire hose soaking their topsoil pile down all the time.
Right.
Yeah. But how much would you sell if you were soaking your topsoil down before
How much
before
would you
sending it
need? How
out?
much would you need to?
Uh,
If you're
if
getting
I
that, if
got
you're getting
if I
getting it
got
by the ton,
if I got wet topsoil on a dry day, I'll tell you that's the last time I'm buying that topsoil. Like if it comes out of the truck in a cube of wet soil, I'm sure shit never getting soil from that company again. No way. No way.
Mike's launching a new business, moving people's soil into the basement.
The handyman service.
Mike's handyman service. Yeah.
Did you ask him if the bags were wet or dry?
No. I did see his vehicle though, and it was like
Bagging?
oh yeah, it was sagging in the back. I was
Yes.
like, yeah, that looks like it's got 25 bags of soil in it.
Depends on what type of soil. Like if it was just peat, I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you a hand. But if it's like the
Would
heavy
you
stuff,
would you give him a hand if you thought it would close? Like you're in an awkward spot there because the real question is, do you think you could close the job without moving the soil?
That's immediately where my head went. It's like, so how many bags to make me look good? But what's the cutoff? Chad, what would you, a couple bags of heat, you would have done it?
I would have said if they're still in your truck or if they're still in your car whenever we show up to do the job, I'll have the guys help you out. But until then,
Two,
like
2 months time.
that's holding you by the balls. I think that's completely unfair.
Yeah,
An unfair ask. And are those the type of people you want to work for? You don't even
exactly.
have the job yet, and they're already asking for extra shit.
You even did the job.
So do I bid higher for this job knowing that there might be some extra work that they asked me to do?
Uh, I think you give him the fuck you price right out of the gate because unless you're hurting for work,
No.
well,
That's why I didn't do it. I'm not hurting for work. Otherwise, 25 bags would have been on my back and down that hill real quick.
I would have moved him.
move them. You're a better man than I.
This year I would have moved him. I have zero residential jobs.
Wow.
Zero. Now I have two that I'm supposed to price, and Nancy Green's literally texting me while we're fucking here, going, "How's that price coming on that job?" I'm like, "Not. It's not coming at all."
Does Jack price out residential work?
No,
No.
He did for us.
Ooh.
maybe
He did
should.
one for us, but there was a drawing, like the whole drawing and everything and whatever.
Maybe
But
that's something we should do. That would probably take it off mine.